So, you want to show your buddies you can make a killer burger? Stick around, and I'm going to show you how to make my New York strip burger. Thanks. Alright, so today we're going to do a killer burger. I'm using hand-chopped New York strip. Okay, you don't have to use New York strip. You can use ground chuck. You can use whatever burger at your grocery store. You can use pork. You could use veal. You could use lamb. You could use bison. You could use anything for these. It's pretty neat. The fun thing is we're going to add a ton of fun little ingredients to it. Something that I don't think places do enough is add really cool stuff to the burgers instead of topping them, with topping the burger with them. We're going to do some scallion, caramelized onion, gorgonzola, roasted red pepper, a little chopped smoked applewood smoked bacon, and salt and pepper. A little lettuce and tomato on top. And then if you see this guy back here, if you watch the ultimate hot dog video, you know that is the dog sauce. Okay? So we're going to start, and literally we're just going to fire everything in here. This is actually 6 ounces of the ground, or chopped, hand chopped, sorry, or ground if you use ground. Okay. Now because it's a steak, it's going to be it's going to seem a little bit tougher. It's going to seem a little bit, maybe chewier. But once you get it cooked off, it's not going to be. It's actually amazing. And we're just going to start firing stuff in. That's about a tablespoon of bacon. That's about a teaspoon of salt and pepper combined. About a tablespoon of roasted red peppers. About a tablespoon and a half of gorgonzola cheese. A tablespoon of caramelized onions. We've done caramelized onions in the in one of the shows before. And last, a little bit of raw green onion, a little raw scallion. That's going to give it the onion flavor. The caramelized onion is not going to give it a ton of onion flavor. It's going to give it a little bit of a mild, but very sweet onion flavor, which is really nice. So we're just going to we're going to work this with our hands and form it into a patty. And then we're going to take it over to the stove, and we're actually going to do this in a pan instead of on the grill, because I want to get a nice char across the top. Okay, so I'll see you over there. Okay guys, we're over here at the stove. Got the pan on a medium flame. You're not looking for it to be smoking hot. You just don't need it to be. Okay, so we're gonna take this. Look at that burger. Doesn't that look awesome? Got all the stuff all throughout it. It's already seasoned. You don't need to season the top. It's going to be seasoned throughout. Almost like just an amazing meatloaf, kind of, almost. So we're going to throw this bad boy in the pan. Okay. We're just going to let it sear. Now what's nice is that that steak was nicely marbled, so it's got a decent fat content to it. And so that's going to help it stay moist. You've got all that stuff with all the moisture in there, the roasted red peppers, the caramelized onions, all has its own moisture to it. So that's going to keep it nice and moist. And you're going to break up all that meat with all those veggies that are nice and tender, so it's going to be really, really tender in your mouth. Now what's cool about the blue cheese is, as the burger cooks, the blue cheese is going to kind of cook too. And it's not so much going to melt anywhere and run anywhere, but it's going to get like a nice brown char to it. Really, really good. We've got a second pan going over there for the bun. I'm going to hit a little bit of mayo on the bun, and we're going to toast that. You can use butter also. Mayo works great to toast. Gelsma Outdoors did that in his hot dog video. He used a little bit of mayo to toast his buns. It does work amazing. I love to use mayo on my Reubens when I toast my rye. It works great. So like a medium, probably a medium-low heat is what you're looking for. see what we're looking at here. We want to get a nice char on it. Maybe some dark edges. Oh yeah. Nice and dark. Okay. Okay, I'm actually going to turn it down just a touch. Now I'm not a huge fan of doing like super thick burgers. I like to do them a little thinner so that they cook fast, stay moist. And I'm actually going to give this another second, and I'm going to turn it off. Okay, when you feel it, feels nice and tender, means it's not overcooked. And I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to let it kind of finish in the pan while these buns are toasting. We're going to go back across the kitchen and we're going to build this burger. Alright guys, here we go. We're going to put this bad boy together. Now, but first, chef secret of the day. Tomato. Nice and ripe. Okay. How do you get that little core out of there? Okay, sometimes make the little claw things and then you poke it out, whatever. Some people come in there when they just really dig it in, and some people just cut it and whatever. I'm going to show you a little something here. Okay? You'll love this. Nice sharp chef knife. Ride up on the blade a little bit. Okay? Holding it by the blade. You're not wrapping your fingers around the blade like some kind of knucklehead. Okay? But you're going to ride up so you only have about 1 inch of blade up there. You're going to poke that in and you're going to twist. You're going to get rid of that. Get out of here. Beat it. Okay? So now why do you ride up on the blade instead of doing it like this? Because that way, if you slip and you poke in, you only go into those 2 fingers. The farthest you'll ever stab into there is when you hit your knuckle. Okay? Really safe. Really good way to do it. Okay? Okay, tomato. Take a couple slices of tomato. Got our nice toasted bread, or Kaiser roll. Sorry, we did use a Kaiser roll, by the way. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Bottom bun. Burger. It turned out to be exactly 8 ounces. Okay. So 6 ounces of meat, 2 ounces of other stuff. A little bit of dog sauce. Okay. I love leaf lettuce. Flavor's good, and it looks awesome. 2 more tomatoes, or 2 of the tomatoes. I'm going to do a little bit more dog sauce. I'm going to top that bad boy off. Okay. Get that sucker on a plate. The moment of truth. See how it turned out. Oh man, look at that. Still a little medium inside, a little mid to mid rare. That right there is a killer burger. Okay, thanks for visiting the channel, MidnightRangeTM. I hope you try this. Experiment yourself. Don't stick with the recipe too much. If you don't like something, omit it. Food is supposed to be fun, so experiment with it. Try your favorite flavors. Come visit some of the other videos. Check me out on Patreon if you wish. Check me out Sunday nights, 10:30 Eastern, for live chats. And share, like, subscribe, and please, I hope to see you in the comment sections. Thanks, everybody.